the board is set. The native Fremen dream of creating a green Arrakis, while the Baron Harkonnen wants to paint it red. Smugglers who above all desire profit by turning the tables. The noble Atreides, bound by the whims of the Emperor, are blinded by their honor. The board is set. The Spice War begins.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Boraki here, and welcome to Dune Spice Wars. That's right. We can now play Dune. It's based off of the book, not the movie. The movie was great. I really liked the movie. I'm still reading the book. But anyways, so Dune Spice Wars is an RTS. It's literally an RTS game where you try to control the planet of Arrakis via military or political means. You can play as, I'll show you, 4 different factions. The House Atreides. The stellar reputation of House Atreides owes a lot to its leader's commanding style. Firm yet honorable and fair. By imperial decree, the Atreides just inherited the stewardship of Arrakis and have a lot of work to do to take over from the Harkonnens. So, House Atreides can use the peaceful annexation ability. Other factions lose no authority from treaties with you. You benefit more from a high Landstrad standing. It's the political high council thing. And you cannot pillage neutral territories. Then you got the fat guy, the military might bully kind of Mongol type guys. The House Harkonnen shares its chilling reputation with its leader, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. They have been called despotic, merciless, scheming, and devious, and those are only their finer qualities. You can use the oppression ability on Harkonnen villages, plus 5% village resource production per active militia. Always knows the influence flows of the other faction, and minus 10% resource village resource production. Then you got the smugglers. Fine line between smugglers and full-fledged bandits, and Esmar Tuek is adept at walking that line. Smugglers can provide anything to anyone, provided they put the price, and do not look at the specifics too closely. You can install an underworld headquarters in opponents' villages. You can place bounty on Landstrad resolutions, improved interactions with Arrakis black markets, and you have limited access to the Landstrad. Same with the Freemen. The Freemen are the only people native to Arrakis and will do anything to protect their way against the Offworlders. With their leader, Liet Kynes, doesn't originally come from Dune. She is every bit as determined and attached to the planet as the next Fremen. Military units have minus 30% daily supply drain. Supply drain is if you go out of your territory, your units will slowly die. Like, if you run out of supply, it's a little bar. I'll show you in a moment. It's a little bar under your land unit's health bar, and if that goes, your land units will start taking attrition damage and start dying. Anyways, allows you to form alliances with Siege outside of your territory. They're little bandit colonies. May use thumpers for worm riding and limited access to the land shroud. So, for the first one, I did for my first playthrough, I did House Atreides, and I got my ass kicked because I was still trying to understand it. Wasn't paying attention to my money. Wasn't paying attention to the politics going on in the background. Yeah. But we'll go back with House Atreides. We'll do House Atreides. Then you got hegemony points, which are used to boost your faction's power and stuff like that. At 5,000 hegemony, while under the effect of a positive resolution, kind of like the civilization UN Council meetings, if you've ever played Civilization. You get positive, you gain 10% Solari, which is the currency in the game, minus the spice. Solari is kind of like gold. And while under the effect of a negative resolution, gain 10% unit power. So your land units will be a bit stronger. And then at 10,000, you can ignore charters prerequisites except for the necessary standing. So we can also pick we can pick 2 counselors. They each provide different bonuses, and I think that's the same with all the factions. You could pick 2 counselors. Yeah. And then you got the Fremen. So we go back to here. You can pick Lady Jessica, which allows you to impose any treaty upon other factions for only 50 influence, and they will need 100 authority to refuse. Starts with the non-aggression pact treaty unlocked. That's nice. The Lady Jessica is Duke Leto's concubine. Although she is a Bene Gesserit, her loyalty always goes to House Atreides before the sisterhood. Hard. Well, I guess that's the difficulty. Duncan, Idaho. All relation gains with Siet, whatever, I don't really know how to pronounce that, are increased by 100% and minus 10% authority cost to annex a village. Thufir Hawat. 1 agent. Your agents have 1 additional trait, and your villages gain 20% resource production for 2 days when the region is targeted by 1 or more operations. And then you got Gurney Hollick. Unlocks the veteran militia unit, and military units start with 1 more experience level. He's the big general in the movie, played by Josh Brolin, which is pretty cool. So I'm probably going to go with Duncan, Idaho. Well, yeah, Duncan, Idaho, definitely. And then probably either Lady Jessica or Thufir Hawat. Need a 100th, alright, yeah, that works. And then you can change your options here. You got map size, sandworm activity, dust storm activity, and CH hostility. Victories, you can do assassinations, hegemony, political. You got AI players here, you can change their difficulty. So for this, we're just going to go with easy. Let's go ahead and start it. Alright. So here's your capital, Arakan. You start off with your capital and one ornithopter, which is kind of like a dragonfly helicopter thing. The dragonfly helicopters, which I'm probably going to keep saying that because it's easier to pronounce than ornithopter. Anyways, they are your scouts, and they will. Well, let's unpause it. That up here you got your camera settings, but these are your scouts. They will go around searching for. Here, pause it here. You can send them to different locations to find different.
Let's go.
Villages and whatnot, and you'll notice these question marks here on these little hard surfaces here. Those are usually the cities, and then yep, so they'll go ahead and search those. You'll get intel on it, and then there might be an additional question mark like in the Mirror Basin territory. It'll be a an interesting, like a point of interest for you to do, which you could send military units over to investigate, send one of your agents over to investigate, get intel points or influence points. Sometimes you'll get Solari. So. And then the other one is usually resources, which in this one is minerals. This area contains a high amount of minerals, and you get 50% plus 50% plascrete factory resource production. So if we take this village, and I can spend 15 influence points, authority, to do that. It'll take 15 days for it to happen. So, a crashed dragonfly helicopter, ornithopter thingy. Since we don't have any units currently, espionage will be unlocked later when you gain your first agent. So, yeah, we can't really do anything about that. So we'll have to send military units to investigate, and we can hire. Right now we got troopers and a ranger, melee unit, range unit, explosive, support, veteran. We'll get one trooper.
Yes, sir.
And we'll send you up here to investigate those. So let's go ahead and pause that. Pause. So let me explain a few other things here. So you got your hegemony next to your options and your current date and camera. Hegemony, like I said, is used to advance your faction to get bonuses. You can get hegemony points by building certain buildings at constructing certain buildings in villages, and Once you unlock 2,000 points, you can start building cool building. You can construct certain buildings here at your city, like barracks or stuff for your economy, stuff like that. And then you've got your land strad standing, which is useful to do resolutions, and we'll get to that once we get up to that point. Then you've got your authority, which I use to spend. Since I've got the Atreides faction, I can peacefully take over a village as long as I can afford it. Authority represents a faction's leadership and reach over the regions of Arrakis. It is used to take control of villages. Then you've got your water. Water is very useful. It's essential for life and a rare resource here on Arrakis. It is mainly used to supply controlled villages, and a negative water will result in unrest and rebellion in your villages. So don't let that happen. Then you got your fuel cells here, which is used for building refineries, so you could get your harvesters to regions of spice. They're the main power source used here on Arrakis. They're used to operate vehicles such as harvesters, as well as some of the buildings like missile turrets. Then you got your manpower. Manpower is used to create military units, helicopter units, air units, harvesters, manning your, putting a local defense force at your villages, stuff like that. And then you've got plasticrete, which is used to essentially, it's like concrete, build buildings. Versatile material, used at great cost in all aspects of construction. It is light but durable enough to withstand the harsh environment. And then you've got your money, which is the official currency unit of the Imperium. Its purchasing power is set at quatricentennial negotiations between the Guild, the Landstrad, and the Emperor. And then you've got your spice stockpile and the Chowan contract. Allows you to trade spice for money. This is the main way to get money, as long as you have spice. And then over on the right hand side of the screen, you've got your 3 opposing factions which you can contact. Operations are will stack up here once you get enough influence, espionage points against certain factions. So developments is your research. We need to capture a village to start researching. The Landstrad Council, use your votes and influence to pass resolutions in the council with the potential to impact the entire planet. And then espionage to knock these guys down a peg, boost your intelligence, stuff like that. So let's unpause. Let's actually go a little bit faster. And over here you get your quests. So priority is set up spice harvesting. We need to recon one village with a spice field in it. Okay. We found energy sources. It's geothermal energy plus 50% fuel cell factory resource production, and the Freeman faction. You can build ceremonial caves in the local village. Let's go ahead and do the next one. So I'm thinking there's no spice up here. There might be some spice down in the lower areas. So we need to do that soon because the Imperial Tex requires 80 spice, so we don't have a single one. So this is not going to be spice. It is too close to the village for that. Yeah. More minerals. So we're probably going to have to venture out a little bit further. So you see the yellow-orange line above the unit icon. That is your supply. It would be right there. It reflects the amount of provisions a unit has to survive in hostile territory, and it can be replenished at allied villages. So, and they get these troopers gain 10% power for each bonus received from an ally unit. That's cool. Okay, pause that. Now watch their supply. So they should not stay out of the territory too long. Hey, look at that. So we have 2 of them now, but this one has a timer on it, which is 19 days. Oh, hey, look, we found some spice. Sweet. All we have to do is head south, and there is a map by pressing M. Let's get these guys close to the city so they can. Then we're gonna need a ranger and another trooper. Ooh, water cellar caravan. We can extort them if we had an agent, which gives us some money, or we can get some more authority. Sure, more authority. Lamatar. You go ahead and I'll do that. Alright, let's go ahead and attack them. And I'll show you how combat works. We've almost got this thing going. Alright. So, combat is essentially the same thing as any other combat. Let's go with that one. Oh crap, Senran. Run away, dude. So, you will know when there is a sandworm in the area by an alert icon for your unit, and the sand will start waving, like rippling. It's quite cool. And we've finished that. Now let's unpause you. Alright, captured. Now we just need to build a refinery. Then we can start getting our supply of spice. It's not going to be pretty. Ooh, someone is requesting a trade. Hold on.
What do you want?
So, Harkonnen is asking. He's not floating. It's weird. Nope, he is floating. Anyways, he wants 224 plascrete and some influence, and he will give me 7 intel and some spice. Sure. Why not? I'll save my bacon. Cool. We already completed that. Oop, there we go. Forgot to unpause it. Hey, we found another. It might be cool. So what I'm going for on this one is a structured warehouse. Allows you to build the processing plant. So if you find any rare minerals, you'll get a good bonus towards your production of Solari. But here in the research thing, you've got economy, you've got intel, you've got local studies, and then you've got military survival training, stuff like that. I'm going to go with the structured warehouse so I can get the processing plant. Because I'm guessing this one's going to be rare minerals. I'm going to do the plastic. I got our taxes done. It gained us some standing. Ooh, that's actually another spice for that. Good. Ah, council's up. The raid detected. Shit. Ah, it's just a one ranger dude. He's gonna get himself kicked in the face. Alright, so with your harvester, you have to worry about sandworms. They're not that big of a deal, but you can always do the auto recall. If you do the auto recall, they will call in a transport to get them out of the area. The harvesters will... yeah, so I'm going to slow it down here so I can explain some stuff.
We're going out.
You click the button, they will recall and get a transport to take them back to the refinery once they detect a sandworm. So don't have to worry about that. You do have to worry about setting them back out though. What is this? Good. I think probably go for
awaiting orders. We're focused. Ready.
getting
Understood.
that area done. Okay, let's do intelligence so you can get some excuse me. So you can get some more spice. Very useful. What is this? A harvester.
All
We can
clear.
send you
Roger
over
that.
there. Alright, so our guys will head over there. Now we can start building some more things. We are low on water, so in order to do that, we should probably get a wind trap. It captures humidity from the air and produces a small amount of clean water. You get +3 water for each level of wind, so I have 4 wind here. That'll give me 12. So put it there. And you can only build in this little area here. It's the hard ground, so the sandworms can't get to it. What is that? Point of interest investigated. Ooh.
Ready.
got the ranger. I will decline that one because I don't want to use it. I'll do that, and I will support that. Okay.
At your service, sir.
Listening.
Yeah, that's going. The council has reloaded. Yay, that's good. Scientific Congress, military development completion speed at 50%. Nice. And we supported that. Sweet. Cool. Anyways. Now we have 2 agents. Let's do you and put you in here. So if you put one of your units in your own faction, or on Arrakis, you can't put them in your own faction. You can do counterintelligence. But if you do Arrakis, you can actually do certain things like here. Waters. Nope, never mind. Yeah. We can extort them because we have 1 agent. There's also stuff like yeah, the crashed Dragonfly helicopter. We can retrieve the flight records, and it'll give us intel, which unlocks information and allows you to carry out various spying actions. Sweet. Atreides merchants. Maybe. Let's go with some survival training. Oh, crashed shuttle. Alright, we need 1 more village to take over. I'm thinking we get another trooper and we go after this one up here.
Awaiting
So
orders.
you guys come over here. And let's get some more. We're good on manpower for now. You can get an airfield, which allows you to transport your units to maintain control over your territory or to organize surprise attacks. So let's do that. Well, not here, it's a little too far away, but we'll get maintenance center, which decreases the here, minus 30% upkeep
On duty.
for Plascrete and Solari buildings. Alright,
At your service, sir.
here,
Received.
over there, and we'll launch that attack, which is ranged militia and a regular melee.
Awaiting orders. Focus fire.
Up. Oh yeah, and your main capital.
What do
Your main, your capital will launch missiles if there's enemy within range. That's quite cool. And to get that ability for your villages, you just need to build a missile. Let's see. You could build a missile turret and do it that way.
Waiting for your order.
You're over here. Yeah, let's wait on you. Sandworm. Alright, there you go. The ground will do that. And we rescued our harvester. And we gained a new village, which does that. Alright. And we reached the threshold. Construction complete. Harvester. So yeah, all you have to do is deploy it. There's no auto deploy. There. I've got another harvester. We're probably gonna need to get some. Yeah, we need a fuel cell factory here.
On duty.
On the offensive.
We got 300 Solari out of that. Two range to each. Get a heavy weapon unit. Oh, water trader. Ooh, Sandman. Oh, run, dude, run.
We'll take them out.
Attacks. Sandman is gone. Combat. Council. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ooh. The trader. The smugglers. And we need water. Ooh.
We're listening.
Good trip here.
Heavy weapon at your service.
Alright, so we do have 2,475. Raid detected.
Here to deal with the heavy stuffs.
Maybe I should have invested in airfield. Right. Council is voting. No. There.
Any orders, they'll feel it going.
Ooh, another spice field up here. Nice.
On duty. Attack!
Need a recruitment office because we're low on manpower. Sandworm, Sandworm, run! Oh crap! Never mind.
We
Yeah.
are ready. Charge!
So yeah, keep your units.
Yes, sir. We
Or
are on
your
the move.
villages, defended. assigned agent. Put you in counterintelligence. Sweet. Construction complete. Recruitment office. And we got our units going. I think we should probably build a missile battery here. Let's put you here. Yeah, put you there. Oh! Damn it. But that one worked. Okay. Good. Resolve. Got a new place. We need plasteel. Let's go ahead and recruit some militia. That's fine for now. Alright. And I will end it here. That is Dune Spice Wars RTS game where you try to take over the fictional planet of Arrakis by political or there's three ways you can do it. Hegemony, get your points up all the way to here. I think it's a little bit further actually, but get your points to the necessary. Yeah, 25,000 is the one to win the hegemony victory condition. Then you've got the military one, and then you've got the political one. So yep, that is it. If you want to get this game, it just barely came out on Steam this week in early access, and I will probably do a few more first looks here in the coming days of the different factions. So you got the House Atreides that we're working on, and then you got the House Harkonnen, the Smugglers, and the Freeman. So stay tuned for the next 3 episodes, and I will see you all in the next one. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button or subscribe for more of these awesome strategy and sci-fi gaming videos. And I will see you guys later.